Hey, Paul McGinnis here. Thanks for checking out this video. Some of you might know I've got 4 kids, right? I love those kids. Right now, they're in elementary, middle school, high school. I got them spread all throughout. Now, if you and I, if we wanted to be friends, if we wanted to kind of deepen our relationship, and yet you were being mean to my kids, if you were, mistreating them or oppressing them, if you were kind of ignoring them, you could imagine that would have an impact on our relationship too. And I think we tend to forget this when it comes to our relationship with God. And Jesus draws us back to that idea when he's asked this question in Matthew chapter 22. He's asked, Jesus, what's the greatest commandment? Of all the commandments, not just the 10 commandments, but of all the 613 commandments in the Old Testament, which is the greatest? Which one should we pay most attention to? And Matthew 22, verses 37 through 40, Jesus answers first with something that everyone expected. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength. What he repeats back to them in those words, that's what the ancient Israel people knew as the Shema. And they would repeat that multiple times every day. That was on their hearts, that was on their minds, to love God with all that we are. But Jesus doesn't stop there. And I think some people were surprised when he continued. And he said, the second commandment is like it. In other words, there's another commandment that is just as important. As well as loving God with all that you are, love your neighbor just as much as you love yourself. Love God with all that you are, and then love others. Love your neighbors, love other people just as much as you love yourself. And we all know we love ourselves pretty much. We care for ourselves. We give ourselves what we need. We often put ourselves first. And Jesus is saying, these two are on the same par. These two are on the same level. It's not just about your vertical relationship with God. It's also about your horizontal relationship with each other. And it just makes sense when we realize that God's created all of us. We are all connected. And God loves every person on this planet. And if we are at odds, if we are oppressing, if we are mistreating, if we're, at enmity with one another, how could we act like everything's good with us and God? Our relationship with each other, our love for one another, that is the best litmus test of the depths of our love for God. So friends, show your love for God by showing love to other people. Love God and love others. That's what's most important today.